We have a hot week ahead of us. Extreme heat warnings and heat advisories across much of the area, lasting through at least tomorrow, but it could extend all week long. I'll have all the details coming up in just a couple seconds.
TSA PreCheck enrollment is coming to La Crosse. How to sign up this week, and reaction pouring in after the sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham. Will have the cause of death and what happens now. Plus, a stomach bug is surging across the country. It can last for months. We'll tell you how to protect your family.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Monday, July 13th, 6 a.m. Thanks for starting your week with us. We'll start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Nicole Skalicki, and we are preparing for another hot one.
Yes, it's going to be quite warm out there all week long, although the start of this week is really going to be seeing the worst of it. Through the next few days, we're seeing heat indices rising near 100 degrees. So another wave of this extreme heat warning out for areas in the pink. That lasts all the way into Thursday, as your heat index could be rising near 100 degrees until then. In the orange, counties listed in a heat advisory, as we could see that extreme heat through at least tomorrow. And then for some of us, temperatures should slowly fall down, but it's going to be a slow fall from these levels. Really expect this heat to last all week long. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 60s, some 70s outside, so we're off to a fairly mild start, but that won't last long. Already after about 10, 11 a.m., we're seeing temperatures rising into the 80s, and then into the afternoon, where we reach into the 90s, your heat index will actually put it closer to what feels like the mid to upper 90s across the area. Similar story for Eau Claire, if not a little bit hotter outside. Sunny conditions lasting through the first half of this week as well. Little to no rain, but this heat really going to be the main story. So I'll have all the details on how hot we're expecting to get and when we could cool off coming up just a little bit later on.
And a reminder, you can track weather on your block with the First Warn Weather app. Find that wherever you download your apps. An update out of Pepin County this morning. 3 boaters are dead after a crash on Lake Pepin over the weekend. Officials say a pontoon boat collided with a commercial barge Saturday night, flipping the boat and sending passengers into the water. 3 survivors were found clinging to the overturned pontoon. 3 others were recovered and pronounced dead. The Wisconsin DNR is investigating. Breaking this morning, 3 big stories impacting the Senate's future. Reaction pouring in after the sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham. A preliminary finding suggesting the 71-year-old died of an aortic dissection over the weekend. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
Flags in the nation's capital and around the country are at half-staff after the unexpected passing of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham. EMS was called to his Washington home over the weekend after he fell suddenly ill. A preliminary finding from the medical examiner suggests the 71-year-old died after an aortic dissection, a tear in the aorta related to hardening of the arteries.
I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually.
President Trump called into Sunday talk shows to praise his close political ally, but figures from both sides of the aisle paid tribute to a longtime Republican senator who was a key political leader in Washington.
I think we're all trying to wrap our heads around this giant loss. He was one of those figures that was really larger than life.
Graham was also a figure on the world stage. The foreign policy hawk had just arrived back from a trip to Ukraine, where he met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.
Israel has lost one of the great champions of the American-Israeli alliance.
Graham had been running for a 5th term in the Senate. The South Carolina governor, a Republican, will appoint a temporary replacement until a newly elected senator can take office in January. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And we're also hearing from Senator Mitch McConnell after his hospitalization. The Republican says he fell at his D.C. home, then contracted a mild case of pneumonia. His doctors confirm no broken bones or concussion. He says he'll miss some more time as he recovers. The Senate resumes today. And today's the deadline. Graham Plattner expected to officially drop out of the Maine Senate race. According to reports, he told his staff he will officially file the paperwork to do so today, following mounting pressure from Democrats and a new assault allegation. Strikes between the U.S. and Iran are escalating after Iran hit another commercial ship in the Strait of Hormuz. The Pentagon says the U.S. struck more than 100 targets overnight. Again, CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports.
The fight for control of the Strait of Hormuz is escalating. U.S. forces launched more strikes on Iran Sunday after hitting 140 targets Saturday, according to the Pentagon. Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait say they were engaging enemy fire early Monday as Iran's Revolutionary Guard confirmed it sent another barrage of missiles and drones at American bases in neighboring countries. So far, the Pentagon has said there have been no casualties or major damage. The latest back and forth began after Iran struck a commercial vessel in the Strait Saturday. Now Iran says the key waterway is closed, though President Trump told NBC News the opposite Sunday.
It's open. We bombed the hell out of them last night.
This all follows crisis talks in Oman Saturday.
They agreed to a deal yesterday, a perfect deal for us. No nuclear, no this, no that, no nothing. They gave up everything. And then after that, they left the room. And then within an hour, they launched a drone at a ship. I said, you people are sick.
Retired General Frank McKenzie, former head of U.S. Central Command, says the U.S. has the capabilities to take control of the strait.
It would require putting warships up into narrow waters. Look, the U.S. Navy doesn't love to do that, but they're very good at it.
Iran has not confirmed any new agreement and says the latest round of U.S. attacks have, quote, rendered futile the last few months of diplomatic efforts. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The White House is getting some security upgrades at its front entrance. A White House official says the changes at the North Portico have long been pushed for by the Secret Service. Workers are also repairing exterior columns at President Trump's request. Happening today, a traffic alert to start your week. Liberty Street closed between Windsor and Clinton Streets. It is for utility reconstruction and pavement replacement. No word when the stretch will reopen. Happening tomorrow, if you want to breeze through airport security, TSA pre-check enrollment will be at the La Crosse Regional Airport. Appointments are available tomorrow through Friday from 9 to noon and 1 to 5 each day on a first-come, first-served basis. Winona's baseball past and present came together Sunday as the 1981 state champion Chiefs returned for a 45th anniversary homecoming. They were recognized and took the mound for the first pitch.
Be invited here to celebrate our reunion with the current team. It's really special. It means a lot to us.
It's part of history, and these guys, you know, they made history. They set the example for us all them years ago. This is the Chiefs' 75th anniversary, so it's nice to have them back.
It's just such a, not even nostalgia, just a lovely feeling of everyone's been here and made memories, and we're making more.
If you'd like to keep up with the Winona Chiefs, you can find them on Facebook. Viroqua families spent Sunday morning at the municipal airport with planes and pancakes. Visitors checked out fire trucks, police cars, drones, and even a medical helicopter, while volunteers served breakfast inside.
The future of small airports and small communities really depends on getting younger people involved in aviation. It brings a lot of money into the community, and it helps to have a vibrant airport community. At the same time, we also do a lot of education for students that are interested in pursuing careers in aviation or just doing it for fun.
The 30th annual free community event hosted by the Experimental Aircraft Association and the Lions Club. A traveling smart zoo made a stop in Onalaska, featuring hyper-realistic animatronic animals from lions, tigers, and elephants to a smoke-breathing 40-foot king cobra and life-size dinosaurs. Kids could also explore some VR, fossil dig pits, and face painting.
Getting to make kids' days and make people put a smile on people's face. And not only do they get to enjoy the experience here, they get to enjoy some of our cookies as well.
Organizers just required a cookie purchase per person to enter the Smart Zoo. In our medical news this morning, a severe stomach bug sickening hundreds of people across the country. Jen Sullivan has the details.
Cases of a severe stomach illness are surging across the country. The gastrointestinal infection is called cyclosporiasis. It's caused by a parasite.
They invade the intestine, causing diarrhea, which can be watery, cause abdominal cramps.
The outbreak has been linked to people eating contaminated produce, but the parasite can also be found in swimming pools, and you can get sick by drinking the water. In the last 2 weeks, multiple states have reported a surge in cases. On Friday, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported at least 843 confirmed and more than 1,500 possible cases in 31 states. So far, 86 people have been hospitalized. The symptoms include explosive diarrhea, nausea, abdominal cramping, bloating, and fatigue.
This can be miserable for people if they do get sick.
Unlike many stomach bugs that last between 24 to 48 hours, symptoms of cyclosporiasis can last much longer. One epidemiologist at Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security warned, quote, people with this parasite can be sick for weeks or sometimes even months with a sort of relapsing pattern. So how can you protect yourself? Health officials warn to wash your produce thoroughly, particularly items like mixed lettuce, fresh basil, cilantro, and raspberries.
It won't completely eliminate it because these are very hardy organisms.
Cooking vegetables and fruits can also help, but in pools it's trickier. Health officials say this parasite is resistant to bleach, so it can live in chlorinated pools and splash pads. If you have an outbreak in your area, you're advised to avoid public swimming areas. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Time now is 6:10, still ahead on your morning news. Oil prices surging again. We'll tell you what's behind the latest spike. And listen up before you fire up the grill. We've got a grill recall to let you know about. And with the hot weather return, how to protect your furry friends.
Home furniture is blazing into summer with savings throughout the showroom. Right now, get an extra 10% off the home price, like this Blake sofa for just $8.99. Or pay no interest for 3 years with blazing into summer savings going on now at Home Furniture.
Injured in an accident? Call the Personal Injury Powerhouse.
We've been practicing only personal injury law for more than 50 years.
Which gives us experience and precision that general law practices can't match.
You would go to an orthopedic surgeon to get your knee done, not a general surgeon. We only do personal injury. That gets better results for our clients.
It's something that certainly sets us apart as unique.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben for a free consultation.
In Winona, your perfect stay starts at Hotel 44 North. Stay in the heart of downtown with elegant rooms and spacious suites with kitchenettes, ideal for work, play, or a little of both. Wake up to breathtaking river and bluff views. Then hit the trails, shops, and waterfront just steps away. After the adventure, relax in the pool or sauna, recharge in the fitness center, or toast the night at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North. Comfort, style, and hometown charm.
News 8 and Dairyland Power Cooperative presents Top Notch Teacher, celebrating the educators who go above and beyond. Nominate a teacher who sparks curiosity, shows kindness, or changes a life. Share a short story about what they do. Include their name, school, and grade, and any examples that make them exceptional. Visit news8000.com/topnotchteacher to submit your nomination today. Help us honor the teachers shaping our future.
Big names, big experiences, one unforgettable weekend, August 6th through 8th. See Keith Urban, John Party, Ernest, Gene Simmons Band, and more, all in one place. Ashley for the Arts, the can't miss summer festival. 3 days of live music, art, food trucks, and family fun. Don't miss an unforgettable experience that gives back. Get your tickets today at ashleyforthearts.com.
For Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
Home Sleep Express presents Avocado, handcrafted mattresses made with organic materials. Right now, pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee when you spend $12.99. Avocado organic mattresses at Home Sleep Express.
In your morning consumer news, oil prices are climbing again, driven by the escalating conflict with Iran. International benchmark crude jumped nearly 4% to $79 a barrel. U.S. crude also surging more than 3% to $74. Prices spiking after the U.S. resumed airstrikes on Iran, and Tehran responded with its own attacks. Meta's pulling the plug on that new AI feature. The tool allowed users to pull images from public Instagram accounts and generate AI photos based on them. Backlash from the public, as well as labor unions and Hollywood talent agencies, was swift, calling it a violation of privacy and likeness rights. More than 12,000 Cuisinart Propel Plus 4-burner gas grills with pizza ovens are being pulled after the tempered glass window in the pizza oven was found to shatter during use, posing a risk of serious injury. With temperatures soaring, some important warnings for pet owners this morning. Here is consumer reporter Michelle Renee Quinn.
These hot temperatures are dangerous for your pets, and we want to make sure that your fur babies are staying safe. Now, when it's 77 degrees outside, that means the pavement can reach 125 degrees, which is hot enough to burn paws. At 95 degrees, pavement can hit 149. So be sure to use the back of the hand test before walks and choose grass, shaded routes, or cooler times of day. And never leave pets in cars or garages. Even with cracked windows, temperatures inside cars can rise more quickly than you think. And garages can also trap heat and lack ventilation. Hydration is key. Access to fresh, cool water, especially during outdoor time. Ice cubes or pet-safe frozen treats can also help. And know the signs of heat stroke. That's excessive panting, drooling, weakness, vomiting, wobbliness, or collapse. That can all indicate heat-related illness in your pets, which can become serious quickly. And exercise safely. You should try to limit outdoor time to the early morning or late evening when temperatures are cooler. And indoor play or low-impact activities can also help your pets stay active without overheating.
That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Nicole now. She's got an update on that hot forecast.
Me and Alexandra were saying that our cats would actually choose to love to lay in the sun all day long. They love the heat. Probably the only ones that are going to be soaking up that hot sun as we go throughout this week, because it's going to be warm and it's lasting for quite some time. All week long, we're expecting temperatures to be quite warm out there. This is the warmest time of the year, though, so it's actually only going to be just a few degrees above average, but doesn't take that much to feel quite hot in July, of course. 70 degrees outside right now in La Crosse, dew points in the upper 60s, so a little bit of a muggy start to what will be a humid day ahead. 69 in Eau Claire. Light winds, not expecting too much of a breeze that would be doing any good at cooling us off either. For your highs today, really warming up quite quickly. Even though we're in the 60s across most of the area today, we'll warm up fast. Already up to 93 for your high today in La Crosse, 94 in Eau Claire. Low to mid 90s expected for everyone this Monday. This will be a signal of the stretch that we have to come. Really, temperatures will be right around this level all week long, looking all the way into Friday. There should be signs of warming, though, just in time for the weekend. Still going to be warm out there as we look towards the end of the week, but the temperatures will be falling slowly along with the humidity levels, because the humidity will be a problem as we go throughout the start of the week. Today, your heat index will be rising into the mid and upper 90s, near 100 degrees for some, but for the most part, just high into the 90s. So hot nonetheless, but even though our temperatures themselves are very comparable to our last heat wave that we saw at the end of June, the heat index is going to be around 10 to 20 degrees cooler. Thankfully, our dew point much less. While we were seeing dew points near 80 degrees last time around, we're seeing them in the upper 60s this time. So still humid, still going to see that heat index get a little bit higher than the temperature, but not quite as oppressively hot as we were in our previous heat wave. Tomorrow morning then, fall just under 70 degrees, so not a lot of room for cooling off, and then going into tomorrow afternoon, near 100 degrees for your heat index across the entirety of the area. Tuesday, likely going to be the hottest day, just by a couple degrees, because really every day this week is looking to be hot, especially through the first half of the week. That's where we see our high temperatures in the mid 90s across the area. After about Wednesday, though, there is that slow decline in your temps. Saturday, going into the weekend, we start to see us fall below the 90s, but still slightly above average. That average high now sitting at 86, so we'll get right back to near seasonable levels as we go into Sunday, and we'll continue to stay in the seasonable, if not a little bit below average levels as we look towards next week. So it'll take some time. We have a stretch of high temperatures ahead of us, and the humidity, of course, is going to be there. Even though it's not quite as bad as last time, it's still going to be pretty humid out there through today, tomorrow, and going into Wednesday, all quite humid. But as we go towards the end of the week, that's where we really see those dew points start to fall, especially into Saturday. It'll just be a little bit muggy out there instead of quite humid. So improvement nonetheless, mostly dry this week as well. Low rain chances return for the end of the week, but nothing that looks too significant. For now, the heat really is your main story this week.
Thank you, Nicole. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick look at Catalina Island in California. Stay with us. More news is coming up after your morning sports blitz.
Coming up in sports, the first half finale in Major League Baseball. The Brewers had their eyes on the All-Star break, but first they had to try to avoid being swept in Pittsburgh. I've got the action coming up in the Morning Blitz.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Summer tastes better with ice cream. At the Westby Cooperative Creamery Cheese Store, you'll find hand-scooped ice cream that's worth the trip. Pick your favorite flavor, grab a cone, and enjoy a sweet treat made for Wisconsin summers. While you're here, shop delicious cheeses, local products, and gifts for the whole family. Cool off and treat yourself at the Westby Cooperative Creamery Cheese Store in downtown Westby. Westby Cooperative Creamery, where Wisconsin tradition meets a scoop of happiness.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Protect your exterior projects with Durafighter exterior paint. It's a tough paint and primer that resists dirt and fading, making it perfect for outdoor projects. Get a gallon at a value of $33.79 after rebate. Pristine is Dutch Boy's most durable exterior paint with rain rinse technology. Rain naturally washes away dirt and grime. Plus, it resists cracking and peeling. Get a gallon at a value of $61.94 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, Hank?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out. Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Something wasn't working with my feet.
Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam.
They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. As we get ready for the All-Star break, the Brewers entered Sunday trying to avoid being swept in Pittsburgh. Originally, we were supposed to have Jacob Zarowski up against Paul Skeens, but on Saturday, manager Pat Murphy said Miz was still recovering from his last outing, so he was scratched yesterday, and Robert Gasser was taking the mound. And things were a little rough for the Brewers starter. Second inning, one man on for the Pirates, and Ryan O'Hearn gets a hold of this one, sends it deep to right field. That goes off the wall. Valdez scores from second, and Pittsburgh takes an early lead. Later in the inning, now 2-0, Henry Davis steps in, and he's going to put a good swing on that ball. Churio giving chase, but he can't make the grab. It goes over the wall for a 2-run shot. Pittsburgh goes up 4. Paul Skeens, great start through 3. But Milwaukee finally gets to him in the 4th. It's Churio with a line shot into the gap in right field. Yelich comes in to score. Brewers would get 2 in the inning to make it a 2-run game, but disaster struck in the bottom. Marcelo Zuna, a deep fly, that's gone. It's 5-2 Pirates. Jared Koenig coming in for relief. But with the bases loaded, a full count walk is going to bring in another to make it 8-2. and they weren't done. Next batter, it's O'Hearn. Back up the middle, another run scores, and the Brewers still with nobody out. Grant Anderson would come in to pitch, but just nothing was working in the inning. Nick Gonzalez goes down the line and right. 2 more will score on the RBI double, and when it rains, it pours. Next batter, Jared Triolo. He gets one through the infield into left. That'll plate 2 more. Pittsburgh with 10 runs in the 4th inning. Milwaukee would score 3 in the 8th, but this one all Pirates as they get the win 14-5. The final. So not exactly how you want to end the first half. It's a 3-game sweep. Just the second time the Brewers have been swept on the season. Milwaukee will go into the All-Star break 22 games over 500. They've got 59 wins, the second most in all of baseball, only behind the Dodgers. Now the team will get some much-needed rest before the second half. The All-Star game is Tuesday. Milwaukee will start things back up on Friday, July 17th, hosting the Marlins. In the American League, the Twins looking to go into the break with a win over the Angels. Second inning, 2 outs, but Josh Lowe is going to do some damage. A moonshot to right center field, and that ball is way gone. The solo shot puts the Angels in front. Next inning, Minnesota would tie it, and then with runners at the corners, Ryan Jeffers down the line in left field. That ball is trouble, bouncing around the corner. 1 run is in. Larnach trying to score from first. He's safe at the plate. Twins take a 3-1 lead. They would hold on for the win, 4-2. The final. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
It's blueberry season at Kane's Orchard in Hickston. Picking is this weekend starting at 7 a.m. Bring your pails and arrive early for the best picking of 8 varieties. The blueberries are ripe at Kane's Orchard on Kane Road, just off I-94 and Highway 95 in Hickston.
For real deals and real people, you come to Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop upholstery from Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Try sofas, love seats, and recliners in power or manual. Need a lift? Affordably priced lift chairs. Decorate your dining room with a new table set. Make your sleep better with a new mattress or adjustable base. Dressers, chests, and nightstands to pick from. Laid on a new rug, multiple sizes available. We now offer 6 to 12-month financing. Summer-long sidewalk sales, family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Great! AC kicking the bucket? Well, I don't see any boots. AC units, although noisy and prone to rusting, breaking down, and having a litany of issues if not properly maintained and checked on by a qualified technician, can still serve a purpose and keep us cool on hot days.
Better call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning.
Don't you go dying on me now.
Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make tacos and taco dip using taco seasoning. For tasty taco meat, brown 1 pound of ground beef with 4 teaspoons of taco seasoning. Drain the grease and add 1/2 cup of water. Simmer for 15 minutes, and it's ready to make tacos. For an easy taco dip, blend softened cream cheese and 1/2 cup of milk until smooth. Add 1 tablespoon taco seasoning. Get taco seasoning in over 40 other blends at the outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Tacos.
What if home felt like a getaway every single day? At Eagle Crest North Senior Living, it can. Relax with coffee in the botanical garden. Meet your neighbor in the game room for pool and shuffleboard. Stay fit in the modern fitness center. Or play around on the indoor golf simulator. It's effortless living for those 55 and better. Eagle Crest North Senior Living is now open. Limited availability. Schedule your tour today.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
It's blueberry season at Kane's Orchard in Hickston. Picking is this weekend starting at 7 a.m. Bring your pails and arrive early for the best picking of 8 varieties. The blueberries are ripe at Kane's Orchard on Kane Road, just off I-94 and Highway 95 in Hickston.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Temperatures soar into the 90s all week long, but it'll feel closer to 100 degrees both today and tomorrow. I'll have everything that you need to know coming up in just a couple seconds.
TSA pre-check enrollment coming to La Crosse. How to sign up this week. Reactions pouring in after the sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham. We'll have more on a cause and what happens now. Plus, a local nonprofit giving away some Packers tickets and doubling your donation. They join us live.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Monday, July 13th, just about 6:30. Thanks for waking up with us. We'll start by sending it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki, and hopefully you were a fan of the weekend weather because we've got more of that headed our way.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a hot stretch ahead. Really all week long, we're expecting temperatures to be rising into uncomfortable levels. High temperatures don't fall out of the 90s until maybe going into the weekend, but even then it's going to be a slow fall from where we will be both today and tomorrow. Heat indices rising near 100 degrees across portions of the area, especially if you're listed in the orange heat advisory lasting until tomorrow evening. And the dark pink, though, that's an extreme heat warning, and that is lasting all the way into Thursday, again, for the chance for your heat index to be near 100 degrees all of those afternoons. Your temperature right now going to be the most pleasant that we might have this week. Temperatures in the 60s, 70 degrees in La Crosse, still holding on to the low 60s over in Sparta and Lafarge. But as you go throughout the morning, that won't last. We'll see temperatures rising very quickly once the sun gets a little bit higher in the sky, already well into the 80s, close to the noon hour, and then of course, high temperatures in the 90s. That feels like temperature, though, likely in the mid and upper 90s today. Some of us nearing 100 degrees. Either way, hot and muggy start to a very hot and muggy week ahead. Although the temperatures do fall down, and we have some rain chances coming up as we head into the end of the week. I'll have everything that you need to know, though, coming up in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Nicole. A reminder, you can track weather with the First Warn Weather app. You can find that in the App Store or on Google Play. An update out of Pepin County this morning. We now know that 3 boaters are dead after a crash on Lake Pepin over the weekend. Officials say a pontoon boat collided with a commercial barge Saturday night, flipping the boat and sending passengers into the water. 3 survivors were found clinging to the overturned pontoon. 3 others were recovered and pronounced dead. The Wisconsin DNR is investigating. Breaking this morning, 3 big stories impacting the Senate's future. Reaction is pouring in after the sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham. A preliminary finding suggesting the 71-year-old died of an aortic dissection over the weekend. Bradley Blackburn reports.
Flags in the nation's capital and around the country are at half staff after the unexpected passing of U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham. EMS was called to his Washington home over the weekend after he fell suddenly ill. A preliminary finding from the medical examiner suggests the 71-year-old died after an aortic dissection, a tear in the aorta related to hardening of the arteries.
I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually.
President Trump called into Sunday talk shows to praise his close political ally, but figures from both sides of the aisle paid tribute to a longtime Republican senator who was a key political leader in Washington.
I think we're all trying to wrap our heads around this giant loss. He was one of those figures that was really larger than life.
Graham was also a figure on the world stage. The foreign policy hawk had just arrived back from a trip to Ukraine, where he met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.
Israel has lost one of the great champions of the American-Israeli alliance.
Graham had been running for a 5th term in the Senate. The South Carolina governor, a Republican, will appoint a temporary replacement until a newly elected senator can take office in January. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And we're hearing from Senator Mitch McConnell finally after his recent hospitalization. The Republican says he fell at his D.C. home, then contracted a mild case of pneumonia. His doctors confirm no broken bones or concussion. He says he'll miss some more time as he recovers while the Senate resumes session today. And today's the deadline. Graham Plattner is expected to officially sign the papers to drop out of the main Senate race. According to reports, he told his staff he plans to do so today following mounting pressure from Democrats and a new assault allegation. Strikes between the U.S. and Iran are escalating after Iran hit another commercial ship in the Strait of Hormuz. The Pentagon says the U.S. struck more than 100 targets overnight. Again, CBS News' Bradley Blackburn reports.
The fight for control of the Strait of Hormuz is escalating. U.S. forces launched more strikes on Iran Sunday after hitting 140 targets Saturday, according to the Pentagon. Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait say they were engaging enemy fire early Monday as Iran's Revolutionary Guard confirmed it sent another barrage of missiles and drones at American bases in neighboring countries. So far, the Pentagon has said there have been no casualties or major damage. The latest back and forth began after Iran struck a commercial vessel in the Strait Saturday. Now Iran says the key waterway is closed, though President Trump told NBC News the opposite Sunday.
It's open. We bombed the hell out of them last night.
This all follows crisis talks in Oman Saturday.
They agreed to a deal yesterday, a perfect deal for us. No nuclear, no this, no that, no nothing. They gave up everything. And then after that, they left the room. And then within an hour, they launched a drone at a ship. I said, you people are sick.
Retired General Frank McKenzie, former head of U.S. Central Command, says the U.S. has the capabilities to take control of the strait.
It would require putting warships up into narrow waters. Look, the U.S. Navy doesn't love to do that, but they're very good at it.
Iran has not confirmed any new agreement and says the latest round of U.S. attacks have, quote, rendered futile the last few months of diplomatic efforts. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Happening today, a traffic alert to start your week. Liberty Street is closed between Windsor and Clinton. The closure for utility reconstruction and pavement replacement. No word yet on when the stretch will reopen. Happening tomorrow, if you want to breeze through airport security, TSA pre-check enrollment coming to La Crosse Regional Airport. Appointments are available tomorrow through Friday from 9 to noon and 1 to 5 each day on a first-come, first-served basis. Winona's baseball past and present came together Sunday as the 1981 state champion Chiefs returned for a 45th anniversary homecoming, recognized and then taking the mound for the first pitch.
Be invited here to celebrate our reunion with the current team. It's really special. It means a lot to us.
It's part of history, and these guys, you know, they made history. They set the example for us all them years ago. This is the Chiefs' 75th anniversary, so it's nice to have them back.
It's just such a, not even nostalgia, just a lovely feeling of everyone's been here and made memories, and we're making more.
If you'd like to keep up with the Winona Chiefs' current team, you can find them on Facebook. Viroqua families spent Sunday at the municipal airport with planes and pancakes. Visitors checked out fire trucks, police cars, and even a medical helicopter, while volunteers served breakfast inside.
The future of small airports and small communities really depends on getting younger people involved in aviation. It brings a lot of money into the community, and it helps to have a vibrant airport community. At the same time, we also do a lot of education for students that are interested in pursuing careers in aviation or just doing it for fun.
The 30th annual free community event hosted by the Experimental Aircraft Association and Lions Club. A traveling smart zoo made a stop in Onalaska yesterday, featuring hyper-realistic animatronic animals from lions and tigers to smoke-breathing 40-foot king cobra and some life-size dinosaurs. Kids could also explore a virtual reality aquarium and dig for fossils.
Getting to make kids' days and make people put a smile on people's face. And not only do they get to enjoy the experience here, they get to enjoy some of our cookies as well.
Organizers only required a cookie purchase per person to enter the Smart Zoo. A Trumpereau County drill team off to a winning start, taking first place in their debut. Bree Gasper has this week's eyepiece.
If you ever watch synchronized swimming, it's basically just like that, except for you're on a horse. You do different maneuvers, focusing on straight lines in each one, and then perfect circles in your maneuvers, and then just, you know, creating different maneuvers that will look cool from far away.
When we're running at each other, super close to each other, they don't do that naturally, so they have to really trust us as riders, and we have to trust each other as teammates in order to make maneuvers work. It forces you to become a better rider, and it puts your horse in challenging situations and forces them to become better versions of themselves as well.
I love coming to each and every practice, just learning new things with my horse and getting critiques from my friends and from my coach. Before each maneuver, I blow the whistle, and that signals everybody to go into the maneuver, and so that we can all come in clean and out clean.
The people I ride with are just
the best, and you build so many connections with other people and their horses. It's just all really fun all together.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
Evelyn is 8 years old. Her mom says that she is sweet, funny, and creative. She loves sports, especially running, and she says that it is great to be 8.
Happy birthday, Evelyn. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website under the Features tab on news8000.com.
And coming up, if you want to win Packers tickets and help families in need, a local nonprofit making both possible, we'll have the details for you on Mindful Monday.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Make this the summer and drive away in your new 2026 Ram 1500. Save over $15,000 off MSRP when you stop in today. Get America's best factory full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles. Hurry in. This offer ends July 31st. Plus, get a $250 gas card with any new vehicle. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's the most reliable internet.
It's connecting with my followers out there and in here.
It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's Wi-Fi that stays on even when the power doesn't.
Staying connected no matter what.
So what's Spectrum Internet? It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at Spectrum.com.
Is your concrete cracked, stained, or darkening your space? Here at River Valley Floor Shield, we provide a concrete coating that turns that dark and damaged space into a durable, weather-resistant surface that matches your home perfectly. We are looking for limited homeowners to take place in our concrete blow-up special, where they will receive 25% off the project and a new space they're proud of. Call today to see if you qualify.
At TrustPoint, we know financial planning isn't just about managing money. It's about planning for life.
I plan for her.
I plan for him.
I plan for them.
We plan for this and this.
For generations, TrustPoint has helped families plan for life's most meaningful moments, delivering confidence today and security for tomorrow. TrustPoint. Simplify and secure your wealth.
I'm Tanya with Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks in Winona, Minnesota. Is your muffler loud or falling apart? Well, I'm here to let you know we have expanded our services with our new exhaust vendor. We can custom form exhaust to meet your needs. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
Well, it's going to be a warm one today, a warm week ahead, really. Temperatures in the 70s already in La Crosse, 70 degrees right now, and this will be the coolest that will be for quite some time as we go throughout the week. In Eau Claire, sitting at 69, Dew Point, though, 66, so it's feeling a little bit muggy when you first step out the door, although it'll feel humid all week long as the temperatures will be soaring and that humidity will be staying fairly high as well. Forecast highs today off to a hot start already. 93 in La Crosse, 94 in Eau Claire. Everyone, though, expected to be into at least the low 90s. Areas north of I-94, you'll have a chance to get a little bit warmer than everyone else, especially for the next few days, although everyone really going to be hot nonetheless, even if it's only by a couple more degrees, more or less. Temperatures feeling closer to the mid and upper 90s today, though, with that humidity added on, your heat index will be feeling just a couple degrees warmer. Now, keep in mind, Temperatures are pretty similar to our heat wave that we had at the end of June, but the humidity is around 15 degrees cooler, and that's making a huge impact on our heat index, where before we were seeing heat indices rising into the 110s. Now we're seeing them in the upper 90s. So still very warm out there, but not as bad as we were earlier in the year. As we go into tomorrow morning, though, really struggling to even cool off, only falling into the upper 60s for your lows, and then another hot afternoon tomorrow, likely going to be the warmest, as this will be the day when everyone could be rising near 100 degrees for what it feels like at its warmest point tomorrow afternoon. Although while tomorrow's the warmest, the heat really lasts all week long, especially going into the middle of the week. We don't cool down very fast, staying quite warm, well above average in the mid-90s all the way into Thursday. Starting to see those temperatures fall, though, by Friday. Still in the 90s, though, but that's only about 5 degrees above average now as we're into the warmest part of the year. Not really unseasonably warm out there, but warm nonetheless. Going into your weekend, then, our average high again around 86. The average line pretty much on the dot for your Sunday high temperature. So those temperatures do fall going into the weekend back to near seasonable levels. And for the start of next week, we'll continue to stay pretty much on that average line, if not actually falling just a couple degrees below that. So it's a long-lasting heat this week, but it does level out pretty quickly and soon as we go into next week. Your Monkey Meter, while it was almost breaking the chart in our last heat wave, it's a lot nicer. Still going to be humid, so I want to emphasize, just because it's not as bad, it's still going to feel quite hot out there nonetheless. Humidity stays pretty high all the way into Wednesday. As I said, the first half of the week will feel the worst, but we should see that come down. Just feeling a little bit muggy as we go into the weekend, and those dew points continue to fall all the way down to just noticeable levels as we head into Sunday. So a nice downward trend for the weekend. By Friday, again, that'll be the day when we first feel those temperatures starting to cool off, but still in the 90s at that point. Little to no rain expected this week. Starting to see rain chances upping slightly for Friday and the weekend. Other than that, mostly dry, sunny, and hot stretch of weather ahead.
If you want a chance to win Packers tickets and help families in need at the same time, now's your chance. We're joined this morning by Mary Kay Wolf, Executive Director of the United Way, to learn more. Welcome back. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what's going on and how we can enter to win these tickets.
Yes, so we are doing extra fundraisers throughout the year. This is our second one, cause raisers. This one is the cause of basic needs. So in order to win Packers tickets, you go into a sweepstakes for every $50 donation that you make. So if you make $50 donation, you get a ticket in a sweepstake. If you make a $100 donation, you get 2 tickets into the sweepstakes. So we're hoping that we get new investors, new donors through this process, and our steadfast donors, if you want to give to this, we hope it's in addition to your regular gift during our campaign.
Yeah, and what a great addition that is. You also have a $5,000 match from Game Day Men's Health. Can you tell us about that partnership?
Yeah, so Game Day Men's Health Lacrosse is a great supporter of Great Rivers United Way, and so they agreed to match every gift that's given in the next 2 weeks. It starts today. So not only do you get into a chance of winning tickets for $50 donation, but you also get that $50 as a $100 donation during the next 2 weeks. So thanks to Game Day Men's Health.
There we go. I had to double check it too.
Okay, great. And they've got a great name to be part of this partnership.
They do.
Game Day Packers. So where do the funds raised actually go? What are we supporting when we do decide to donate?
Right, so our focus is improving mental well-being in the Coulee region. So one of the basic foundations of mental well-being is basic needs: housing, food, transportation, safety. So the programs of Great Rivers United Way and those that we fund, the money will go to support those programming. So it'll help people who are trying desperately to make ends meet and just need an extra little help to have that happen.
And we had that recent Alice report come out that shows that a lot of people in La Crosse County are really struggling to meet those basic needs.
Yeah, there's a third or more of our residents here who struggle at the Alice threshold or below. So these basic needs fundraisers are important because they need that extra help to just pay the bills.
Yeah. And a great incentive to just get that donation, and of course the Packers tickets is just an added
there's
bonus,
that.
especially just the added bonus. What a nice way to get people to be involved. How exactly can people donate and get involved beyond just donations?
So right now, I'm hoping you guys have a URL to put up there, but you can go to gruw.org, donate to find that. There's also a big, huge social media blitz. So if you haven't liked our page, or if you haven't run across us on social media, go ahead and find us and like us there, and then you can donate through that as well.
Okay, and we will get that link in our web story when this gets posted on the website, so people can easily find that. We've got the information up there on the screen. Before we go, why would you encourage somebody maybe who's never donated before? Why would you encourage them to donate?
Great Rivers United Way really supports the nonprofit population in this Coulee region, and if you don't know where to give and you just want to start somewhere, United Way is a great way to start, because we vet the organizations that receive the money and we make sure that they do with what the money they said they were going to do. And so I think if you really want to give back, just to start, this would be a great way to do that.
Okay,
to make that investment.
And with that extra incentive of the Packers, always great.
Of course.
Always a nice little bonus.
Always.
Okay, well, thanks for being here with us again, Mary Kay.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Vladimir Dutip. Monday on CBS Mornings, it's Beg Knows America. David continues his month-long dive into his Dear David mailbag for inspirational stories from viewers just like you. That's Monday on CBS Mornings.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
Coulee Region Women's new June-July issue is on stands and online. In it, we celebrate generations from Gen Z on up with Carla Green Easterday, Mandy Hansel, and Denise Christie Moss. Read about a fifth-generation women-run business and discover tips for thriving in the sandwich generation. Take a tour of the Hamlin Garland Homestead in West Salem. Bike across generations with grit and hop in the car for a retail therapy road trip featuring Coulee Region boutiques. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
Birthday cake Wurzel. Wow, this is so good. What's it called? A whizzle?
Espresso Wurzel.
Thank you. Tastes just like a coffee shop. I love Wurzies.
Door County Cherry Wurzel.
Yum, these whirlies are amazing.
Did someone order a dill pickle Wurzel?
That's mine. It's a Wurzel. Delicious.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
From clogged drains to new faucet installations, we've got you covered. Since 1994, we've served homeowners across the area to make sure their plumbing is done right. So call us today and see what done right looks like for your home's plumbing.
The First Warn Weather Team is tracking.
You better believe they are.
Large hail, strong winds, tornadoes.
No matter what the conditions.
You got flood watch kicking in.
Severe thunderstorm warning, hail to flash flood warning.
A lot of water on the roads.
The First Warn Team warns you first.
Driving us to another alert day today.
And stays till the threat is gone.
Well, we continue to monitor the severe weather event that's going on, and right now...
Expect more from your weather coverage. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
And show you what the threat is looking like for tomorrow.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
Welcome back. It's 6:53. Time for your morning news now. A traffic alert to start your week. Liberty Street closed between Windsor and Clinton. The closure is for utility reconstruction and pavement replacement. No word when it will reopen. If you want to breeze through airport security, TSA pre-check enrollment coming to La Crosse's airport. Appointments are available tomorrow through Friday from 9 to noon and 1 to 5 each day. Senator Mitch McConnell says that he fell at his D.C. home, then contracted a mild case of pneumonia, leading to his hospitalization. His doctors confirmed no broken bones or concussion. Today's the deadline. Graham Plattner is expected to drop out of the Maine Senate race. According to reports, Plattner told staff he will file the paperwork to do so today, following mounting pressure and a new assault allegation. A traveling smart zoo made a stop in Onalaska, featuring hyper-realistic animatronic animals from lions, tigers, and elephants to a smoke-breathing 40-foot king cobra and life-size dinosaurs.
Getting to make kids' days and make people put a smile on people's face. And not only do they get to enjoy the experience here, they get to enjoy some of our cookies as well.
And a cookie was the cost of admission. London went bald for a good cause. Thousands of pit bull fans broke a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people wearing bald caps. The record attempt happened during Mr. Worldwide's headline at Hyde Park, with fans copying the rapper's signature look en masse. It really seems like they have a world record for
everything.
Many things.
Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
And I feel like any Pitbull concert you go to, you're going to have the entire crowd is dressed up in bald caps, it seems. That's a very popular thing now. Is that him? I haven't
think
seen
it was.
him in ages. He doesn't age.
No.
I guess that's what happens if you're bald your entire life. You're always going to
keep looking the same, yeah.
You're looking good all the time.
Even the babies are getting in on it, so love that.
How fun. Okay, as you head out the door today, you're going to be a little sweaty, going to be a hot one. You're going to want to grab your Monday morning coffee, usually maybe opting for the extra large on a Monday, but maybe downsize a tad. Going to want to stay hydrated, especially today, hot and humid, high temperatures into the low 90s across the area, 93 in La Crosse, 94 in Eau Claire, but of course the afternoon heat index will be rising well into the upper 90s with those humidity levels. We stay in the 90s all week long. The midweek, or start of the week, I should say, first half of the week will be the worst with your humidity levels pushing the heat index near 100 degrees. Tomorrow will slowly fall down back into the low 90s by Friday, so some improvement nonetheless, and then should be back to near normal on Sunday. But this is the warmest time of the year, and the good news is it's really not going to be comparable to our last heat wave. The humidity much lower, so still hot out, but not really going to be seeing the 110 plus heat index that we saw prior.
Okay, yeah, we got to enjoy it while we can, right?
Yeah, soak it up.
Summer is here. All right, thank you for that, Nicole. Thanks for joining us. We will see you back here today at noon.